Today we're going to discuss wildflower bees' pure unpasteurized honey. And some of the topics we're going to consider are why import honey, a bit about the region, as well as the different varieties of honey that we carry. So first of all, you're probably wondering, why import honey? Well, part of it has to do with supply. You've probably seen articles like these in leading newspapers. First of all, from the New York Times in 2007, it said, "Honeybees vanish, leaving keepers in peril." And then in USA Today in 2011, a third of the nearly 3 million commercial bee colonies have collapsed in the past few years. So we can see that it's a pretty large problem that's been ongoing. But these are large American newspapers. We may wonder, does this problem affect us locally? Well, articles like this confirm it. The Globe and Mail from 2010 says, "Unprecedented die-off of commercial honeybees on southern Vancouver Island this winter has left beekeepers in the region scrambling to rebuild." And then in the Vancouver Sun in 2011, it said, "Some regions, such as Vancouver Island, are experiencing up to 90% mortality." So 90% is a pretty large number. Let's put that in a little perspective. So here's what a normal bee mortality rate is, or a bee death rate. And that's 10% per year. And the current trend that everybody's been worried about is a 30% mortality rate, or 3 times that amount. We can see that a 90% mortality rate, or 3 times the amount that they were originally worried about, is a very large problem, and is going to leave a substantial gap in the market, especially when it comes to local honeys. So what's the cause of this? Well, according to the USDA, colony collapse disorder, or CCD, has been linked to 3 main contributors. The first one is pesticides. The second is poor diet, sugar water or corn syrup. And the third is migratory beekeeping. So why have we chosen to import honey from Europe? Well, first of all, it's pesticide-free. Honey is hygroscopic, so that means it soaks up what's in the air and water around it. So we can see why being far away from cities, over 250 kilometers away from the nearest city, as well as far from pesticide use, is a really important thing. And in fact, we're so far from pesticide use that we even had a difficult time trying to find somewhere that did use them in the region. As well, the bees are left to their own natural foraging. That means no sugar water and no corn syrup, as well as no antibiotics. So it leaves a really interesting product. As well, they're left to their own natural migration. That means no migratory beekeeping, less stress on the bees, and no cross-contamination. Migratory beekeeping, or when they put them in trucks and ship them around from place to place, increases the likelihood of bees being susceptible to disease by almost 3 times. So we can see that by introducing them to new places would make them even more likely to come across these diseases as well. So we can see how it's a really damaging process. Our honey is also unpasteurized. Pasteurization is a great process that's great for a lot of different foods. But for honey, there's nothing really negative for it to take out. And by leaving it unpasteurized, it leaves its natural enzymes, its natural vitamins, its minerals, and a really wonderful taste that I'm sure you'll notice. Something else interesting about our honey is the variety of plant life in the area. Now, most honeys that we see locally are maybe clover honey or something that's based on one common flower, but we can see that we're able to offer a really interesting variety. And these are just some of the 50 rare and many medicinal plants that are used in the region. So now let's consider a bit of the variety of honey that we carry. First of all, wildflower honey. It's a white honey which has a rich floral aroma and a mild, almost pear-like finish to it. We also have acacia honey, which is a light, mild honey which has almost honeysuckle overtures to it and a hint of vanilla. As well, we carry lime honey, which has a mild citrus taste to it and a caramel finish. We also have oak honey, which is the darkest honey we carry. and it resonates with earthy tones and almost a hint of Chardonnay to it. And as well, we have meadow honey, which has a real floral taste to it, and you can really taste the blossoms in there. And as you'll notice in the bottom left-hand corner of all these honeys, there are 11-time International Agricultural Gold Medal winners. And in fact, since they've been entered in these competitions in 1998, they have yet to come back without a gold medal. So we offer an interesting variety of honeys, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. So just as a brief review, why are we importing honey? Because of sustainable supply. They're pesticide-free. They're free from sugar waters or corn syrup. They're no migratory beekeeping. It's unpasteurized and offers a unique and unparalleled variety. For more information, contact Abe Importers Incorporated at 250-220-9334, by fax at 250-590-7008, toll free at 1-866-973-5734, or at abeimporting.com. Thank you.